Peeling back the curtains and peeping out the window. Peeling back the curtains and peeping out the window. Peeling back the curtains and peeping out the window. Peeling back the curtains and peeping out the window. Season 1. Peeling back the curtains and peeping out the window. Peeling back the curtains and peeping out the window. Peeling back the curtains and peeping out the window. Peeling back the curtains and peeping out the window. Peeling back the curtains and peeping out the window. All right. Let's see here. Got something to say today, so it's definitely gonna make it a great day. Oh man. Can't find anything nowadays. Struggle to struggle. All right. I better get to chit-chatting with this video. Better get to it. Either way, we going heads or tails. It's one of those days. I can't tell if we going heads or tails. See, this is what happens. I probably should have did this before I got on camera, but it be like that. When you fire your makeup person. I fired my makeup person over a week ago. Fired him. Not him. EM. Fired him. The whole makeup crew. Fired him, so he's just gonna have to work with me. You're gonna have to work with me. Had a little bit of money. We got a little bit of money. Nothing but change. They say change is good. Get out one of these quarters. Let's see here, just one of them. Let's see what we got. See what we got on the thing today. Let's see here. Oh yeah, this is a $quarter. Pardon me. Excuse me. Let's see here. Okay, 2019 quarter. I tell you, it's an interesting quarter. Let's flip it up in the air. Flip it up and do the catch style. See what we got. Oh, we got side A. Side A. Well, that stuff don't really determine nothing. Sometimes it determines on who's gonna be kicking the football and who's gonna be receiving.
I ain't gonna lie for you as a bull with this one right here.
You see, in life, there's different challenges, hardships, struggles. So they say. Much of that stuff is mainly mental, as well as it's how should I say it? Educated mentally, as far as the would say synonyms and antonyms, but that wouldn't be right. Be some different words, but it's educated, mentally driven to what you be thinking when it comes to upstairs and what you possibly have to go through and endure. In other words, it could be all in your mind. But it can become a reality just because you just don't know how it's going to go. That's just the way it is. That's the beauty of life. You don't know how it's going to go, but you just wanted to keep going. And that is what we're going to talk about today. Legacy driven. Hashtag 3. Legacy driven is the title of this episode. Legacy driven. It's just as like that because that quarter landed on heads. And it was either going to be that title or it was going to be a different one. So I would say the next video is going to be what, if it would have landed on B-side, but depends on if a person can actually stick to their word, and they may be able to do it. Stick to their word and follow up. Or they may change their mind. You see, you have that option in life to just, bust a left, bust a right, go up, go down. You know what I'm saying? You got different things. But all of this stuff that I'm talking about, even when it comes to people from the outside looking at you, is legacy driven. It's by yourself, it's by others, or whatnot. Whether or not they driving your legacy or whether or not they're a part of it, it kind of depends on if they're a part of your life. But for the most part, each and every human being can or may be a part of everybody's life. It just depends on what they do. Like, you could take another person and they could become successful in a way or in several ways. And you may know who that is. So, in other words, since you know about that person and what they did or supposedly did, you know about their legacy. So that can become a part of your legacy as well. For instance, like if you wanted to become legacy driven based off of what somebody else did, good or bad or indifferent, it's part of your life as well if you make it that. Even if you don't want to be like such and such because they're notorious or infamous, it can drive your legacy to not be that way, as well as to push others around you to be legacy driven as well. It actually can. And, it's all congruent for the most part. It all comes together like one big piece of the puzzle. But mainly what I want to say about this legacy driven stuff, if you're watching this video, I want you to be that way. I really do. And it's not about what I want, but for the most part, if we could universally agree that your legacy is important. Now, you may disagree, to each his own, and you may be right when you disagree. But at the same time, life is life. I'm a very positive person, so I push that positivity. And with that positivity being pushed, the reason why I want your legacy to be legacy driven in a great way, because that's what you get. That's what you get out of your life. Now, some may say, I shouldn't care what somebody else gets out of their life. But what if I do? And at the end of the day, if they could be legacy driven, make things happen in a positive manner throughout their life and be successful, but just mainly be a part of a group that becomes in large numbers that have a legacy that was considered driven in a good way. So that way when they get older, they could look back and be like, what did I do? What was I part of? This is my legacy. How did I accept examples? How did I just complete missions? How did I go about hardships and struggles? How did I help somebody? How did I show others that I love them? You know what I'm saying? How did I show up to have presence, to be present when I was needed? It's part of your legacy, legacy driven. So if you're buying your family stuff, you're spoiling them, you're spoiling your kids, you're on point at work with your co-workers, that's good. That's part of your legacy. That's part of your legacy. Your legacy is all about what really happened in your life and what hurdles you jumped over, what walls you climbed, what mountains you went up, what hills you got to the top of, up and down safely. You know what I'm saying? How much of your time did you enjoy? That's legacy driven. Being legacy driven is trying to make a difference. Just trying to be the best, trying to be righteous with it for the most part. Can we be perfect? No. But we can make a lot of perfect decisions. We can strive to have a good legacy. You know what I'm saying? Like I usually say, Michael Jordan didn't make every shot, but he learned from the misses. He understood that he wasn't going to make every shot. That's just part of the game. So when you becoming legacy driven, you got to know that you're not going to accomplish all your goals, but how many can you accomplish? Because this is part of your legacy. But yeah, overall, that's legacy driven. We're going to be closing up this video. I hope you enjoyed and understand what I'm talking about when I talk about legacy driven. Make your legacy the best legacy. You know, it's not for others for the most part. It's mainly for you. But you also get to look back as long as you live and like, dang, looking at your legacy, make you feel good inside. Because you don't want to be that person that's, you know, looking in the mirror in the future and you don't like what you see. Or you laying your pillow on your head and you don't like what you went through. And if you are that person, hopefully you can gather everything up. Sit yourself down and think about it. Think how you could repair your legacy and get legacy driven. But anyways, make sure you give this video a thumbs up for me. Especially if you watch from the beginning to the end. Comment and share. And whatever you say, make sure you're able to stand on it. Because your comments is a part of your legacy as well. And hit that notification bell ding, for me one time so you could turn on your notifications so you'll get alerts each and every time I drop a new episode. This your boy MKB signing off. Stay legacy driven. Peeling back the curtains and peeping out the window. Peeling back the curtains. Peeling back the curtains and peeping out the window. Peeling back the curtains and peeping out the window. Peeling back the curtains and peeping out the window. Peeling back the curtains.